Hey guys, it's Cassie, and today we are going to be doing a Q&A/update about me being a full-time YouTuber. As of the 1st of January, I became a full-time YouTuber. Before this, I was doing it with a full-time job and all of that business. So I did a Q&A right at the beginning of January on how I initially feel and everything. And I thought a 6-month check-in would be quite good. Let's see if I am any less terrified than I was. How are things going? How have I found things? So on and so forth. I asked you guys to submit questions on Instagram, so I have those here. Thank you very much in advance for those of you who spent the time to type out questions and all of that. Okay, before we get into the questions and answers and everything, I did just want to say that one thing that was really important to me when I was filming this, why do my lips look weird, was being super honest with you guys, okay? And I think that doing YouTube full-time is super romanticized, and it's the most amazing thing ever, and it is, do not get me wrong, it is such a crazy, incredible privilege to be able to do this full-time. I just want to show, I think everyone shows the good stuff. And I thought it was important to talk about the not so good stuff too. I hope you don't think that I'm a miserable sod. Enjoy. So, loads of people want to know, obviously, about the money. How is it more lucrative? Are you making more than your last job and all of that? And it's a little bit complicated, but yes. But I pay tax in different ways. So before, when I was, working for the company and everything, I get my paycheck with my tax already taken out of it, right? Whereas at the moment, though, I think this month YouTube is going to be giving you your AdSense minus the tax. But so far, I basically get that money, and then my accountant, shout out to Steve, does all of the groundwork. So basically I pay my tax in one lump sum once a year, basically. So I'm still figuring that bit out, but based on my very basic high-level calculations, even minus the tax, I'm making more than I was, which is great. Okay, any tips for new YouTubers on how to become a full-time YouTuber? Okay, tips for new YouTubers. I think the biggest thing, and I am by no means an expert, okay? I am still figuring it out. There's no 1 + 1 = 2 and you pop off and all that business, right? Because I haven't found that sort formula yet. There's two massive things here. Number one is being consistent. You guys always know Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'm gonna be here, apart from odd times when I'm just the thing I filmed did not turn out the way that I wanted it to, or I'm sick, or whatever. You guys know on those days, and I think consistency is a huge part of it. I also think that it just helps you as a person get into the rhythm of how it fits into your life. So that's number one. The other thing is talk about something that you know about. And you might be sat here oh, but I don't know what my niche is going to be. What does everyone in your friend group go to you for? What are you the person that is everyone goes to for advice on X, and then go from there. Because then people know you for something. I hope that was helpful. It probably wasn't. How does your well-being feel now working from home, mental health, etc.? It's less the working from home bit that bothers me, because I am an introvert, okay? Now, just to clarify this, right, in case you didn't know, because I didn't know, it's about where you get your energy from. If you're an introvert, you get your energy from being alone. And if you're an extrovert, you get your energy from being around other people. I'm an introvert. I'm very happy being alone, working from home, whatever. It is by no means a hard job, right? It's not, you don't have to be sodding Einstein to do it, and it's not physically strenuous in the slightest. But the hardest part of doing YouTube full-time is the mental side. Because the pressure on yourself, I'm not saying it is, but it feels like it's personal. If somebody dislikes this video, that feels personal because it's me. If I get a mean comment, it feels personal. So it's hard to create those boundaries and stuff like that, which I'm still figuring out. Yeah, that's where the mental health side gets hard. Okay, what is your biggest work-related anxiety? Love from Brazil. First of all, shout out to Brazil. Never been, want to go, it's on the list. Failing. My biggest anxiety is not growing. My biggest anxiety is also being complacent, because then I won't try to think outside of the box, because I'm well, this is working, stick to it. There are so many of the anxieties. Best thing about being a YouTuber, oh my gosh, creating my own schedule. I love that bit, honestly. I love being able to do my shopping vlogs when I do them. I usually film them on like a Monday afternoon because there's less people around, and it means that I can probably get better, you know, quality content because there's not somebody shouting next to me and kids running around and whatever else, you know? So I love that. I also love that, hopefully, when we can travel and everything, I am not necessarily restricted on when I can travel or how long for and stuff like that. But the best thing of all of the best things is that I absolutely love doing this. I really do. It's so much fun for me, and I love interacting with you guys and talking to you, and it means the absolute world to me when you DM me or send me a comment saying that I made you laugh or made you smile or whatever. That sounds cheesy as hell, but means so sodding much to me. So, yes. Do you miss anything about your old job / your work? No. Do you want to know what? I'm lying. I'm lying because I miss being able to switch off. Because, and this is again something that I need to work on, and it's, you know, new to me and everything, because it's my success 100% depends on me. I find it very hard to switch off. How do you plan out your content? Where do you get your video ideas from? Honestly, I try to like brainstorm pretty regularly. I read a lot of fashion news sites in case there's anything weird or wonderful. Other channels that aren't within my niche, if they have like a kind of topic, I'm like, okay, I like how they've done that for that. Is there a way I can do this with luxury fashion? And sometimes you guys send me ideas. Hello Cassie, how do you manage with taxes / pension scheme? As I said, I have an accountant. They sort that all out for me once a year, basically. The other thing is pension scheme. I have an amount that comes out of my account every month to go into a pension, such that I don't rinse everything by the time, you know, I'm 75 or something. Okay, you're an absolute queen. Why, thank you. What is your daily schedule like? Okay, so this is my weekly schedule. Monday I film, Tuesday I edit, Wednesday is strategy / planning. So it will be planning for future videos or video ideas, something like that. Thursday I film again, Friday is editing again for like Monday's videos, right? So that's kind of how I plan everything. I wake up between 8 and 8:30. You know what? I like have a lunch break. I watch an episode of Desperate Housewives, represent, or, you know, if I just like want a little break, I will give myself that. And I probably work until, it's not good, but like 7 or 8. On the weekends, I do less. Saturdays are my Sundays. So basically Saturdays I do nothing. And then Sunday I like just want to prep for the week ahead and everything else. Okay, spending habits. Was it affected since you need to put out more YouTube videos? I don't put out any more YouTube videos. I have done 3 videos a week since the pandemic. It's going to be 3 videos for the foreseeable future. I don't feel the need to spend for content. Like, I don't feel like, oh my gosh, I haven't put out an unboxing video. I need to put out an unboxing video. Let me just buy something for that. I only ever buy what I want to buy. Okay, the only time I'll do that is if it's something really weird. Cough Balenciaga croc heels, you know, like that kind of thing. I'm planning on buying that for a video just to try them on and then probably swift return or selling or whatever, right? Those are the only times I would buy something for content. Other than that, I would never buy something to unbox that I don't want, because part of the fun for me, and I know like you guys, is my excitement opening something because I wanted that thing, you know? So it just makes it all like feel false. Biggest thing you've learned working for yourself. I've learned that my self-worth is 100% tied to how my YouTube channel is doing, which isn't good. Let's say one week my views aren't as high as I'd like them to be, or I'm not growing as, you know, as many subscribers as I'd like them to be. I take that as, everyone hates me, I'm not good enough, why am I doing this kind of thing? And I have to figure out how to get over that. But it's all a learning curve. Me being awkward. What made you feel confident to take the plunge to do full-time YouTube? I didn't quit and have no savings. I had savings, plus I basically took redundancy, so I got a payout as well. And that really gave me the cushion that was like, if all else fails, I have enough money for like 10 months to a year's worth of trying to find another job, basically, and still being able to pay my rent and my bills and, you know, live and eat. Once I had that, it was like, well, let's just see how this goes. People change jobs all the time. People, you know, change careers and stuff like that. So if not now, when? Okay, is my main income from AdSense or sponsorships? It's from AdSense, 100%. There's basically 3 income streams as like a YouTuber slash content creator. AdSense, affiliate links, brand deals. Affiliate links are like the links in the description box if I'm like, this is the top I'm wearing if you want to buy it, and then I will get a small percentage if you buy it from the site, like commission, right? Some of those links, by the way, are I get commission and some aren't, like Louis Vuitton, they don't have any sodding commissions. So there's that. That really doesn't earn me very much. I do not rely on that in any way. Basically, sponsorships, again, it's nice, but I don't rely on them. Like, I don't be like, I have to get a sponsorship this and this month, whatever. It means that I can stay very selective with the brands and the products that I have video integrations and sponsorships with and all of that. So yeah, basically AdSense is my main kind of salary and the thing that I like bank on. Would you ever do collaborations with other YouTubers? If so, who would be your dream collab? I would love to. I watch so many people within the luxury space and even outside of that I would love to. Let me know if there's anybody who you would like for me to do a video with. I would love to do a collaboration with Tamara, Laylee, also my girl Caitlin Pulowski. Also, when I do these collaborations, I don't want to do them virtually because it's not the same for me. So I want to do these things in person, which is why it's been like even harder. What with the pandemic. I'd love to do a collaboration like Amber Scholl. She would literally never look in my direction, neither would like the other two. I think it's less on, would I like to do a collaboration with somebody, and more, would they like to do the collaboration with me, you know? Side note, I am hopefully, fingers crossed, going to LA. Are there any people that you want me to do collabs with? / collab video ideas? I will shoot my shot in the DMs and be like, hello, you've never heard of me. Care to do a collab? What was your job before going full-time YouTube? I've spoken about this before, but for those of you who are new or didn't watch that video or whatever, I used to work for an international energy company within the shipping department in procurement. So I basically used to buy and stuff for ships, tankers, and do contracts as well. Okay, so the next question is, do you recommend it? It's taken me a little while to figure out what the thing that I love doing is, and it turned out to be this. And to be able to do it and make a full-time living off of it is crazy and amazing, and I'm so grateful for you guys subscribing because this is the only way that it's possible, and I would recommend it. Totally go for it. Why not? You know what? If all else fails, you tried. Get another job, you know? Do you plan on being full-time for a long time, or do you have plans to find another job? I'm 6 months in, why would you do this to me? The easiest way for me to answer this question is basically I have no other plans to do anything else at the moment. There we go. I have no idea how long, I have no plans to like do this for a certain amount of time and then do something else kind of thing. At the moment, this is what I'm doing for the foreseeable future. This isn't to do with going full-time, but I do just want to answer this question for any new people. What does sodden mean? Lol, here in Canada, we've never heard of it. Okay, so it's sodding. I just pronounce it in a very northern way. It's Northern England slang, and it basically means like freaking / in place for the F word in a nicer way. Sodding. That's sodding shoe, you know? How have I been able to cultivate a solid following / community of subscribers? Honestly, you guys tell me because, you know, you're here. But I think one of the biggest things is, you know, I do my very, very best to answer all comments, all DMs, all of that. If I don't answer your comment, it's for one of 2 reasons. Number 1, I think it's mean / rude. Or number 2, I don't know what you mean. Those are the only 2 reasons why I would not. I'm assuming at some point when, you know, I'm very big or something, I don't know, that it would be like unsustainable for me to reply to every single one, but while I can, at the moment, it's very important to me to, you guys have taken the time and the effort to write me a comment. why can't I take the time and the effort to write to you back, you know? So that's very important to me, and I think that that has helped a lot. Is Nee's family supportive? Nee's family literally has no idea like how I earn an income. They're just like, somehow you're doing it, good for you. They're so lovely and yeah, supportive. And you know, Nee kind of did his own thing, like quitting a very corporate job and doing his own thing, and they have been through that once before, so they're like a little bit more used to it, but they're great. Will you hire an editor? Good question. I've been thinking about it. The problem is that I want my editing to be very specific. You know, when I talk about specific products, I'll have the product here and I'll do like screen recordings for everyone. Like, the person doing the editing is going to have to know in detail the item that I'm talking about. And it's like, is that just going to be more work for me to type out, like, this is the link to the item and everything else, than for me to just sit down and do it myself? So the only way I think I would outsource my editing is if I hired an assistant and taught them, right, I'd like you to edit 1 video a week, and this is how I do it, and this is when I want to pan in on the face, and these are the situations where I would do this and whatever, right? So then that way I can be like really specific. Otherwise I think it's just going to be like a little bit like a back and forth nightmare with somebody who maybe like doesn't know my content like in and out. How do you know which partnerships to take and which to pass? If I don't like the item, if I would never use the item, if their website is terrible, it's an automatic no. If it has nothing to do with what I talk about. Recently had shampoo companies. I don't talk about hair stuff. So how does it make sense for me to say, hi guys, I'm going to talk to you about the hottest bags of 2021. Oh, and by the way, I don't know if you've noticed, but my curls have really been popping recently. This is the... To me, that doesn't make sense. It feels too, like, forced, right? So I take ones where I love the product. I would spend money on the product myself. I use the product. Right now, I'm working consistently with 3 brands. Karma, formerly Shop Tagger, Farfetch, and Simon G Jewellery. How many shots does it take to get the YouTube thumbnail reaction face? When I do a vlog, I'm going to film myself taking it because I look like an idiot. Because I will literally, after this video, I will sit here and I'll be like, looking absolutely mental and making sounds. And there have been more than one occasion where like, Nee will be in the other room and he'll know that I'm like filming, and then there'll be silence, and then they'll just be like, and he'll be like, what is wrong? And I was just taking the thumbnail, you know. I look insane doing it. I usually take like 10 of those. Some YouTubers go to release like clothing lines or books. Do you have a goal like this? I have like a goal to do a piece in a collaboration with another brand. But right now, like, aside from merch at some point, what the hell am I going to write a book about? What? No. Like, I don't see myself writing a book. Clothing line, aside from merch, I'm like, if you want me to, like, sit there and, like, design how a sodding, like, shirt should look, I don't know if I have the qualifications for this. I don't think I would do a very good job at that. No clue. Would you consider doing this for the next 30 to 50 years? Because I love you so much. First of all, love you too. Secondly... Look, if you guys are still here, like, throwing me a view, like, I may well be. Do you have enough free time to go on dates with your boyfriend and friends, or are you more career-focused at the moment? Up until about 2 weeks ago, I would probably say that I was just, like, career-focused, putting off plans, and whatever, or only making, like, I'm only seeing, like, 1 or 2 friends this month. Like, I cannot. I'm also a very low-maintenance friend, okay? Just to put that out there. I do not need to see my friends very often in order to tell them what's going on all the time. I would much rather, like, we sit down once in a while and be like, this is what you've missed, great, your turn, brilliant, okay, see you in a couple of months. But this month she's been a little bit social, okay? I don't know if it will last for long. Where do I hope to be in a year? What are your professional and personal goals? Good question. Okay, so let me start off with professional. In a year, I hope to have surpassed 100,000 subscribers. I'm trying to get to 100,000 subscribers by the end of this year. Let's keep them all crossed. If you like me, please tell your friends about me. Let's get to 100k. I hope to be continuing working with the brands that I do now because they're amazing to work with. I hope to have also collaborated with some really cool YouTubers. That would be amazing. Personal goals, I really don't see much changing, like travel. I hope that we've been able to travel more and have more travelling experiences together. Those are really the big things. I don't know if this mentioned this, so is the money consistent? At the moment it has been. So like the past 3 months, I've been getting around about the same, which is great. Because this is kind of like the tester year, right? So after I have this year of like, okay, so it's high in January, it dips down in February, blah, 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 then I kind of know what to expect. But so far, fingers crossed, are you crossing them? Cross the legs, cross the arms, cross everything. It's been consistent. There you go. Guys, I hope I answered most of what you were curious about. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, or if you have any more questions or whatever. I'm going to leave a link to another video here in case you haven't already seen it. Have an amazing morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are. And I will see you in my next video. Mwah. Bye, guys.